I can use to forge the star sword. Stop half. Actually, I was right the first time. Star sword. The blacksmith devotedly begins crafting the sword. The notes I collected at the Mad Painter's Cathedral have proven very useful. Alright. This is a nice looking sword. I've taken the star sword. Blacksmith did a fine job. Alright. So, let's get to this statue. Something's happening. The sword's awakened the sculpture. Okay. Sure. Let's go. I feel the force lifting me upwards as my body becomes limp. That feeling, as if time had stopped. Or had it ever existed? I'm blinded by light. I don't know what's happening to me. It feels as if my heart were being ripped to shreds. When I open my eyes, I realize I'm somewhere else completely. Huh. Okay. The grate is locked. I can't open it. I'm pleased to see you've made it this far. We've been waiting for you. To find the truth, you'll need a key. Make your choice. Choose the key of light if you consider yourself a good person with a clear conscience. Choose the key of darkness if it is darkness that lies within your heart. The decision is yours. Remember, the destiny we have is the destiny we are. So now, after all my choices, they're just flat out asking, okay, are you good or bad? Actually, kind of interesting, because I'm not sure which one I want to pick. Because I saved the queen. I don't know if that was actually the right thing to do. Because that's an entire village that's dead, and that might have been because I saved the queen. You know, I've always been trying to do the right thing, but it hasn't always been clear what that is. But I think on the grand scale of things, I would have to go with the darkness key. I've taken the key of darkness. My conscience is stained. I have not always done right. You've chosen your key. Go now, and meet your destiny. Alright. So, I think I saw another arrow this way, yeah. They seem fused to the ground, staring in horror at the many-headed beast. It looked as if there was no more hope for them. I hope you are ready to know the final truth. From this point on, there is no return. Crawl deep down into a place where either good or evil shall open the doors of your destiny. Crawling on my knees, I squeeze through a tunnel completely devoid of light. Under my hands I can feel bones scattering on the slippery surface, my nostrils overwhelmed by the stench of rotting flesh. The only thing I find at the end of the tunnel is a ladder leading further down. I have no choice but to take it. As I descend the ladder, I notice an elevator. So I just took a ladder to an elevator from a tunnel. As a train decides to go right past the house. As I enter the elevator, I lose track of time. The ride down seems to have no end. Initial excitement gives way to frustration. Is this some form of punishment? Everyone I have met during my journey has begun to return in my memory. Some of the memories are connected with regret. Are my actions always right? I'll never know. The elevator continues to descend the never-ending abyss. Slowly, I fall into the arms of Morpheus. In my dreams, I see an old man who, at the end of his life, understands the concept of hell, the wasted chances, all the opportunities we miss during our lifetime. He keeps wondering how his life would look today, had he seized all the opportunities he missed. But this cannot be done. There is no second chance. Upon this realization, he plunges into sorrow, which will last an eternity. I'm overtaken by the paralyzing fear that I may be that old man. At this moment I wake up. The elevator suddenly slowed its descent. There seems to be something missing here. Only have one thing I can put there. Long have I waited for you, but you have finally succeeded in wading through the remnants of your memory to find me. This place is buried deep underground, just as your memories are in the chasm of your consciousness. I assume you have many questions, as does every lost soul who enters here. You might prefer to disbelieve, but your body has long since been consumed by death. I've been dead this entire time. Everything you have experienced in the castle, in the wastelands, and frozen tears, it was just a spectacle, a projection of your shattered memories. A unique world created solely for the purpose of determining whether the nature of your soul can still change. You must wonder what events led you here. Be warned, the truth may be cruel and difficult to accept. Jealousy. This was the catalyst of your deeds, leading to your tragic end. Behold the final moments of your life. Your obsessive jealousy drove you to murder your beloved, killing yourself soon afterwards. You had no courage to live with a sin so heavy, choosing instead to escape. That's the Sun Sword. Huh. With your cowardly act, you closed 2 books. This was another and final display of cowardice. Deep within their soul, anyone knows too well that although suicide might be a solution, it is truly a shameful one, and when all seems lost, it is more honorable to be defeated by life itself than suffer death by your own hand. In effect, your soul arrived into a world formed from the fragments of your memories, dreams, and nightmares. All this so you could redeem your sins, prove that you are worthy of salvation, or confirm you deserve eternal damnation. You are given another chance. Let us see if you succeeded. He was in agony. There was no cause for such a cruel act of vengeance. You could have chosen not to speak the truth, and it surely would have been forgiven. Kinda got a point there. But if he lived, he would have caused more problems, but not really any guarantee he would have. It was also good in your deeds. Behold, you saved your fellow prisoner, even though you did not have to. His heart was not pure, but no creature truly deserves death. You were being told to kill the woman trapped in a cage, but you chose to act rationally. You repaired the door to the spider's den While you could have opened it, you avoided unnecessary bloodshed. You did not kill the Horned Knight, even though the means to do it were right in front of you. You saved the being from the crossroads, from dreadful torment. You freed the man imprisoned at the bottom of the well. You gave the crown from the lizard from the tower. You chose well. He was a very wise being, incapable of using the crown's power to do wrong. Let's be fair, I didn't know that. The paintings meant a lot to the painter. Their restoration was a drop of joy in a sea of sorrows for this old man. The jester's heart was shrouded by darkness, and yet you were able to forgive him and give him a second chance. The decisions you had to make during your journey were put before you to test your corrupted soul. You were not perfect. I notice a single flaw in your soul. However, in your final choice, you have admitted your imperfection by choosing the key of darkness. You are therefore worthy of salvation. You have been given a second chance, and you have used it well. You may now join your loved one, but will she forgive you? Huh. That is actually a really interesting turn for this story. In living memory, well, this is probably going to get the audio edited. So, yeah, this was a really interesting turn for this story to go. It, had its whole, dark, bloody style. And I liked the way it was offering its choices. This is one of those games where you really were free to make the choice you wanted. The options were just put there for you to take advantage of or not take advantage of. That's actually pretty great, because usually when you see a morality sort of system involved in a game, they can't account for everything. They can't really account for, a momentary lapse of judgment. I complained about in Dishonored. Okay, I got this, evil ending just because they made it so practical to just kill people. This game, it was about equally practical to be good or evil. Like the painting section, that was an exception. They made that much more practical to be evil. And then it all led up to that one question. Okay, all those choices you made, do you think they were all good? And it's actually kind of interesting, because you were free to make whatever choice you wanted. That's actually a difficult question to answer. It actually takes a little thought. Okay, were all of these choices the right one? And the whole revelation at the end that, yeah, you killed someone in a fit of jealousy, and then this was your chance to make up for that. And that was actually a really good ending, because it's yeah, didn't make all the right choices. But we're gonna acknowledge that not all the choices were right, more than we're going to get on your case about every potentially wrong choice. So, yeah, I gotta say, this game did its morality system really well, and the story really got a lot more deep than I was actually expecting. So, Tormentum, Dark Sorrow. It's really worth checking out. So, anyway, that's gonna be it for now. Really glad I did this game. Keep enjoying the videos, and subscribe to help the channel and see more.